Welcome back to the channel. So there is these trades, about 4 of them that I wanted to show you, that was very good, that I was referring to yesterday, that played while I was making a video for the channel, the trade breakdown. So this was the trade opportunity. This should be around 4 pips stop loss, and then since it's a counter trend, we look to take 1 to 4 thereabout. So you just look to take around 1 to 4 risk to reward. Now this was not having enough momentum, so it was allowed. You could also wait and take when you see momentum building up. So this was the whole trade idea. So it took a little bit of time to mature, but eventually I think it went to 1 to 4, and that was the trade. So this was 1 to 2. So if we waited for this momentum to kick in, it was still okay, because you still got some pullback into the zone, and then you got your trade entry. And then now if you targeted a 1 to 4, I think it matured, went even way past that, because let's see, it went way past that. I guess it went heavily. So even if you targeted more than a 1 to 4, I think it went for nearly a 1 to 9. So this was the trade, the first trade that I was talking about yesterday. So the same trade is applying the same checklist we are currently using. So if you see me using 5 minutes, just know that I'm using option 2. So option 1 is to see that we have step 1 is to check the daily time frame and know if we are doing counter trend, or we are doing pro trend. So if we are doing pro trend, you can hold for long. If you are doing counter trend, then you can hold a little bit. That is maximum of around 1 to 4 would be good. 1 to 4 is to reward is very okay. So option 1 is to switch to 4 hours and check liquidity raid or week offs, and then shift to 15 minutes and get entry at 15 minutes double close in our direction. Now option 2 is if you don't see raid in 4 hours, shift to 1 hour and check liquidity raid or week offs, and shift to 5 minutes, wait for double close in your direction and take entry. Now you don't wait for 1 hour to close. When I've said that whenever you see a raid happening, you shift to lower time frame and take your entry. So this is the trade that I had shared. I was telling you yesterday. So here, this is today that I'm sharing. So you can join here, by the way, it's free. So this was the trade AUD USD sells. So this is one H4 and H5 H1 and 5 minutes. So this is the first video I'm shooting. Then after this, I'm shooting for this entry, another sell, and then I shoot for these 2. So you have a total of 4 breakdowns to watch that relates to the strategy. So I hope from those you're going to get ton of values. So let's go back to trade breakdown. But meanwhile, as you can see, you can join the group and see the way people are winning here. So this was a trade we were looking to take, sales we were looking to take, but we didn't take it again. Which one? So people are winning here. People are taking very good setups. This was another setup, though this one we missed. The one that we just consumed is this. Yeah, this one is exactly what we've just taken. So this was my trade that I took, 1 to 3, because to me it's a counter trade, and therefore I didn't want to hold it for long. So but still there is possibility of holding it for long. It is free. Join here and take part in it if you are serious. Only serious people are needed. If you're not serious, then you can just be learning from the YouTube, and then you can remain there. So this is the trade we are having currently. I've already closed it and taken my my trade. My yesterday trade also was here. I took yesterday trade 3.3R. This was also another trade, beautiful trade that I took. So if you want to learn how to trade, there is a 4 hours video, 2 hours video that I've just uploaded in the channel. Check it out, and it is going to help you tremendously, because it is 2 hours worth of content. I've linked it at the end of this video, so make good use of it. So let's do this trade breakdown very fast. so that you can see how we come up with such good analysis. So you shift to 1 day and you check what 1 day is doing. Is it buying or selling? So currently, as we can see from the last 3 candles, we can see that this day is like it's trying to buy. We have 1, 2, 3 close in our direction. So sales are low probability setups, and therefore not low probability but necessarily, but they are a little bit risky, so we don't hold for long. So I shifted to 1 hour. This is the 4 hours one. I'll show you later. After this video, I'm going to shoot it separately so that I don't mix you up. Don't mind this, my marking. These are where I'm expecting liquidation to happen. Currently, this is where the market is, so I'm watching them on the side. So when I shift to 1 hour, as you can see, 1 hour, let me delete this entry. I can see that we have two candles of 1 hour in my direction, so definitely this is my high that I'm expecting. If it is liquidated, then we have high probability setup if it is liquidated. So with that marking, I shift to 5 minutes and be relaxing. So this is 5 minutes and this is 1 hour liquidity raid point. So what do? You relax and wait for raiding. So you can see the market raids it immediately, and then now it starts to show signs of reversing downwards. So you can see the rejection upward, and then now we wait for 2 candles to close in our direction, and with that close you can take entry, but just know that when it is these small candles, it could be low probability setup, and therefore you can wait to see more. You are allowed. So this would be stop loss 3.5, but we can add in some few pips on top. Let's give it 4 pips, and then target at least a 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 3. Provided it is above 3 and you don't have a bad broker, there's no problem. If you are having a bad broker, then just definitely know that you need to reach 1 to 4 so that you able to cater for things to do with spread and the likes. So let's see. So this trade first of all moves, tags you in. Actually, don't tags you in because you enter immediately. There is no fair value gap to be waiting for. So with that pullback and then that second break, that first break, this is the first pullback, this is the first drop, pullback, drop. So you should be halving your loss somewhere here, that drop. So let's wait for the second drop. Second drop now should be, now with that second drop here, you now can bring your stop loss just somewhere there. That should now be your break even. You leave market some breathing room if it wants to weak you again. So that should have been the trade, and then now we see it propelling downwards. I think it took some times. So you can see if you broke even here, you must have been wicked out, and then the trade goes in your direction. I don't think if that is a good feeling. So whenever you see these things happening, be just conscious that you have to wait a little bit, so that you don't just be placing your stop loss very close to your entry point, because in most occasions you will be liquidated and then the market goes in a direction and you will be frustrated for no reason. So this trade nearly went for a 1-2. If you gave it 1 to 4 risk to reward, and yesterday let's say you decided to hold for long, it went for a 1 to nearly 1 to 15. If you gave it just small room, we give you just small room to breathe, 1 to 4. It went for more than 1 to 10 risk to reward. Of course, not all the time they'll be going like that, especially if it is a pro, if it is not a pro trend. If it is a pro trend, then it will go for even 1 to 30, 1 to 40, 1 to 50. So that is the trade, guys. Like this video, by the way, and then watch the 2 hours worth of content to piece out how we come up with this trade.